every time me and Lex would see each other, I'd go right to Lex, hi, Lex. And Lex would hit, hi, Teddy.
Lex Luger recently said on his podcast, he says, I'm a fan now. Speaking of professional wrestling, I feel more part of the wrestling family now than when I did when I was wrestling. I feel like I've come full circle. When I go to the Comic Cons and the fans come up and they bring their kids, they say, this is the guy I used to watch when I was your age. He's such a cool guy now. I have seen him at several Comic Cons with Teddy at things we've been doing. And he's always just the friendliest guy and the most humble individual. And I met Lex, and I know you guys know both sides of him too. But when I first met Lex was back in the early 80s. I was stinging everybody. I was in Jacksonville, Florida. And I thought he was the biggest jerk I had ever met in my life. And then later on, he may have been at that time, but now he's a completely different guy, and he's really fun to be around. Teddy, you got stories about Lex, don't you?
No, not really. Then just,
Now, every time you see Lex, come on now, I know how y'all greet each other.
Okay. Okay. So that you want me to tell that? All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, Teddy. I want to hear it.
Me and Lex used to play around with each other like I used to play around with Devon. I'd always act like I was gay with Devon. I told Mac the story, Bill, about Devon was on the airplane and they wouldn't let me know. And I got on the airplane and I started being gay and was getting on him in front of everybody and telling the people that he left me sleep in the bed. He didn't wake me up. He was trying to make me miss my flight. So anyway, so every time me and Lex would see each other, I'd go right to Lex, hi, Lex. And Lex would hit, hi, Teddy.
And that happens because that's when I first time we did a Comic Con, Teddy and I came in. He was already there, and he goes, "Hi, Ted," and he did it that way. I looked over and I'm like, "What the hell was he doing?" I didn't know what was happening. I didn't have any clue. But yeah, he does that for sure.
We've been doing that ever since the 90s.
And it was good fun. It was good fun.
Oh yeah, just fun. Yeah. Bill, do you remember Lex? I know you probably have many occasions of working with Lex.
Well, we were comparing him back then as the next Hulk Hogan. He looked like it. He had that body. He had that glow. What I didn't know about him was the attitude. Jim Crockett and I had arranged to take him to the Charlotte, North Carolina Lexus dealer to pose Lex with Lexus.
Lexus, yeah.
He dressed beautifully. We brought him there. He's standing in front of the Lexus. Lex and Lexus, what a great cover this would make. And I pick up the camera and I'm getting ready to take the shot. And he just says, stop, I can't do this. And he walked out. He wouldn't do it.
So what I'm saying, when I first met him, he was kind of an ass.
So he just told me, like the next day when I saw him, what went on? Crockett was very upset. He said, I can't do this kind of crap. So now we're getting ready to pick. The fans had voted Lex Luger Rookie of the Year. And we had a plaque made up. And we're going to get this all done. And we called Dusty down in Florida to arrange for Lex to be flown up. Dusty and Gordon Soley. For Lex to be flown up to Joe Pedicino's Pro Wrestling This Week show for an award presentation. And they had no problem with that at all. They said, great. Lex didn't want to do it. So why? I don't want to do these kind of things. Well, they forced him to do it. And we gave him that. And years later, when he found God, he told me, he says, you and the magazines helped make my career. I was a real bleep hole to you, and I really apologize. I never should have done that, and I really love you, and I appreciate the help that you and the magazines gave me. And I see him at the convention all the time, and he's always
so he's a total 360. Total guy. You wouldn't even believe he's the same guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's really cool to see that because a lot of guys get lost in their characters and never come out of them, and they stay in that same mode as they were in the early days. And
well, we just got through talking about one.
Yep. And here's a guy who's come like you say, full circle, and now he's completely different than he used to be. He's a super nice guy to be around. He really is. So if you go to one of these conventions, go up and say hello, get a picture, an autograph, whatever, because he really is cool to talk to. Don't be frightened to go up to him.
And the one thing you can find out is when you talk to Lex, you can find out that God is real, because he has certainly found God, and God has really blessed him, and he understands it too, man. He certainly got it. So Lex is he got a testimony.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he and Nikita Koloff are very close with their ministry.
Okay.
There. Yeah. Teddy, I'm going to ask you a loaded question. We brought up Lex, and he was a butthole at the beginning and then changed. Who else? Is there anyone else that comes to mind that when you first met them, they were a real turnoff, and now they're like great?
Well, there was quite a few guys like that back in the day. You know what I mean? Bagwell was one of them.
Yes. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And as if you can remember, him and Lex rode together.
Yeah. Right.
So I don't know who rubbed off on who. But, there were a lot of guys, man. And I just try to put some of that, behind me, you know what I mean? Because all, people say, well, that's how you talk about it, what they did to the black people and all that. So, you know what I mean? I'm just telling you the truth. That's all I can tell you. So,
what about Ole Anderson?
Oh, God, Jesus Christ. He was the grand wizard.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. This man here.
I thought you meant the manager. Okay.
No, he was the grand wizard. Now leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah, there've been a lot of people that I've met years ago that I didn't like that I do now. And I always say, look, just like myself, I change over the years. We all learn and grow. So everybody has an option to change. Some of us take up that chance and do it.
Wait, name one. I'm going to put you on the spot too. I know you're the host here, but name one. Who did you meet at the beginning that you were like, I can't stand to be around this guy, and now it's like, what a pleasure.
That's easy. You.
Oh, you got that.
That was a setup. I saw it coming a mile away.
Teddy, what about Teddy, when you first met Eric Bischoff? Eric's now a sweetheart. He's controversial, but he's a sweetheart. When you first met Eric Bischoff, did you find him intimidating?
No, he was a sweetheart. When I first met him, he didn't have all that power. Me and him worked together when he first came into WCW. Me and him was doing color commentary, and we was doing international stuff. And I stayed with Eric until 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning doing promos at the TBS studios, because we was trying to get all of our work done. And we was working for Bill Watts at the time, another tyrant. Okay, so anyway, man. So anyway, Eric was just a sweetheart. Me and him and his wife and his son and daughter, I watched them as they grew up. And we used to meet at this Mexican restaurant called Casa Colados, and that's where we drank margaritas and stuff. Me and Eric was tight as it could be. But now this is what I heard, and I don't want to keep going back to this, that a certain person went to Eric and told him some shit on me, and then that turned Eric against me for a little bit. Eric even apologized to me. Okay, and he told me, because he knew, but like I said, you get caught up in the moment sometimes. But he was, like I said, I knew him when he first started, and me and him were cool. We just did a show, maybe a month ago with Nick Patrick and stuff. Mac was there. We had a chance to meet. So me and Eric is just cool. And like I said, I didn't get hot at him about that, because I knew what had happened. I knew who went to him with the stuff. So, it like I said, I love Eric. He's a great guy.
Okay. Mac and Eric, by the way, dressed exactly the same. I saw the photo.
Oh, yeah, there's a photo of me and Erica together when we were out there that day. Little did I know at the time, we were dressed exactly alike. Same shirt, same pants. It looked like twins.
You knew it. You called me and asked me what Eric was wearing.
By the way, guys, I got one more question before we get out of here. Is wrestling fixed?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was broken personally.
This is the 8th anniversary of my book, so Amazon it, Barnes and Noble it, and know the answer.
And the reason I can say it's fixed because all three of us broke it.
Yeah. Just now.
Speak for the two of them.
I'm Mac Davis. That is WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long and legendary pro wrestling journalist Bill Apter. And this has been the Wrestling Time Machine. See you next week.
Y'all holla.
See you at the matches.